Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning. I'm just going through everything. A lot happening. A little after 9 this morning. Now, I didn't want to do this story for a couple reasons. Because although I've listened to the audio, I always wait for some things. You know, sometimes I wait as obviously, I never want to be the Washington Post and CNN being sued for $250 million each. What's the young man's name? Salmon? Suing CNN and the Washington Post for $250 million each, $500 million. Anyhow, I don't know where this ends. We will see. I do know there's a lot less than this that has destroyed careers. And that would be Tucker Carlson says, "We will never bow to the mob amid resurfacing comments." Okay? Now, do you have that picture I just sent you? The media is enjoying, right there, more questions. More questionable Carlson audio resurface. Racist, homophobic language in the latest round of radio clips. Media Matters, okay? Media Matters is pushing this. I've read it and listened to it on Media Matters. They're going after Tucker Carlson there. Now, Tucker Carlson stepped into Fox News at a time when a lot of people at night, their opinion side of a lot of it is, let me tell you, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, I will say this, ABC, but those around-the-clock news networks, your MSNBC, CNN, and Fox, they all have their propaganda moments. I'm sorry if you don't like it. They all do. They all have, Fox does have a news side that the other two do not, but Fox has a strong opinion night along with the others. And on the opinion night, a lot of people really thought, what is going to happen to Fox News? First of all, when Glenn Beck left, okay, at 5 o'clock, and then when Greta left, Greta became pretty strong. And Bill O'Reilly, okay, Bill O'Reilly left, and so there was a lot of concern on the Fox News side of who will have the nerve to come in, not be afraid of the media, the other media out there, and really go after it. And Tucker Carlson did an outstanding job jumping in there, and he did, and he's not backed down, okay. I always will thank Tucker Carlson when he was doing Fox and Friends on Saturday and he put a Fetch Your News video clip on Fox and Friends. Thank you, Tucker. Anyhow, so he has been a very strong 8 o'clock, I think, isn't he 8 o'clock time slot there? I don't get to watch Tucker that often, but I do watch a lot of his clips from his show when he goes up against some of these nuts. And he just has to start laughing sometimes. Here's the point. I want you to know this, okay? They are out there, and they're taking certain people, and they're researching, okay? They have money, and they will set a room for, I guarantee you, there's a full staff of research people on certain names that's being paid by a George Soros group or something like that to just go after these people. Now, Tucker Carlson said some things, they don't bother me, okay? They do not bother me what he said. Some things he has said I have not, but I would have stayed in the conversation with him if he was saying it. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm so offended I got to leave. There's a lot of things, watch this develop. There's a lot of things Carlson has said, Tucker has said, that has ruined other careers. Now, for the most part, a lot of these people where it ruined their career, they just bowed down to the rainbow flag and walked away. Tucker says he will not, and I don't blame him, and I support. I want you to know right now, I support Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson says he will never bow to the mob amid resurfacing comments. Fox News host Tucker Carlson on Monday rejected what he called a culture of outrage from both Democrats and Republicans amid the fallout from recently resurfaced offensive comments he made about women and minorities years ago. Okay, Carlson delivered a roughly 7-minute opening monologue on Tucker Carlson Tonight, peppered with graphics that read the mob crackdown on dissent and liberal hypocrisy. While he did not reference any of his specific controversial comments, he doubled down on his refusal to apologize for them. I will say this, Tucker, keep going. Don't let them take you down. Watch Republicans that are probably going to line up to also have the appetite to say you need to go. And I sure hope Fox News will stand behind you in this time. I really do. I hope they stand behind Tucker at this time. All right. The other story I want to do before we leave, I don't want to, I mean, we've still got some time here, but they always do the hypotheticals, and MSNBC does. Here's a guy, let's go to 27. Now, Buttigieg. This guy is the gay mayor. Yes, he is. He's a gay mayor. In Indiana, Fort Wayne, I think, is it Fort Wayne, Indiana? He happens to be the gay mayor from Fort Wayne, Indiana. And after his CNN town hall, Buttigieg raised $600,000 after appearance on CNN town hall. Why, thank you, CNN. CNN's putting these platforms together. Now, are you noticing some of the candidates that are not breaking through, some of the candidates that are having difficulty getting airtime, some of the candidates that are, okay, let's just put it like this. Kirsten Gillibrand, okay, she turned on the Clintons, and this is the Clinton News Network. She turned on the Clintons, but she is the Democrat from senator from New York that Hillary Clinton gave her, Kirsten Gillibrand, gave her the Senate seat in New York. Kirsten's having a tough time breaking through in the media. Kirsten's having a tough time getting that love affair with CNN and MSNBC. Gillibrand right now is dealing with a situation where one of her female staffers said that one of her senior male staffers, inappropriately did something inappropriate where she was concerned, and she reported it, and Kirsten didn't handle it quite the way she said. See, they're eating themselves. I mean, they're running in the roadblocks over and over, Me Too movement. But Kirsten, right? This lady, they fired her. She's gone public with her Me Too, and how Kirsten stood in front of the microphone, seems like 6 months ago or whatever. It was telling everybody zero tolerance, and you got to believe. Remember when she had to believe the lady out in California? I'm glad I can't remember her name, okay? We have to believe her. Dr. Blasey Ford, why, it doesn't matter what happened, we believe her. It doesn't matter, we believe her. Now she doesn't believe her own staffer. She's having a hard time. Seems like the media is not quite in love with Kirsten the way she would think. Why Chuck Schumer doesn't have the pull for her. Now flip on over to Minnesota. Minnesota. Look who also is having trouble. Klobuchar. Okay? Senator Klobuchar from Minnesota having trouble breaking through those top tiers. 2 women, by the way. Media is not feeling it, especially the deep state media, CNN. They want the young gay guy here. Mr. Buttigieg. Oh my God, they love that right there. Young white gay guy. And then they want Beto O'Rourke. Francis, by the way. They want that young guy. Run, Beto, run. So they want, Forrest Gump there to run. They love that. Carmela Harris. Carmela, the like candy caramel. She looks a little like that. Carmela Harris, she's going to legalize prostitute, weed. I tell you what. I mean, I'm going to open a business, where you can go and smoke a joint and it's a whorehouse and you can get a bag of weed. Hey, just saying, kick back and relax. So Kamala Harris wants to legalize. She's doing okay. And they want Joe to come out. They want Joe to come out, the boxer. So Pete Buttigieg here, CNN doing everything they can to help him. He raised $600,000. And because he's a gay mayor in Fort Wayne, Indiana, okay, the gay mayor was asked about, Mike Pence. Hey, what about Mike Pence? He used to be the governor here. Well, I used to think Mike's religion was, great, and I used to really like Mike and think a lot of Mike. How about this? He has the nerve to get on stage, a gay man, and say that Mike Pence traded his religion for a porn star president. That's pretty judgmental. Traded his religion for a porn star president. Went right after him, okay? CNN there applauding in the crowd, sending him $600,000 overnight. Thank you very much. Okay, and then number 26, okay? Forget Kirsten Gillibrand. Forget Klobuchar. There is Beto O'Rourke. Why, he's just waiting, and HBO did a special documentary, Run Beto, about losing. But it's going to be a real nice introductory. If you've got that HBO package, you're going to be able to see Beto O'Rourke. And then here you got, let's see, number 25, former vice president addressing labor organizations in D.C. today. And we are waiting on Joe. Waiting on Joe to see what Joe will do. And then you get, let's see, number 21, Beto O'Rourke to make his first trip to Iowa ahead of possible 2020 run. Okay? Let me tell you something. Klobuchar and Kirsten Gillibrand, you were the second choice for the dance. You're not the first choice for the dance. You're the second choice. And what happens when you got to the dance, the first choice showed up and said, I'm here, and you're gone. He's making his first trip to Iowa to campaign for another Democrat out there. And then we have none other than number 3, okay, Stacey Abrams on White House bid. It's definitely on the table. Okay, a lesbian. Hey, damn it. Now, I am tired of you getting upset with me when I tell you the truth. A black female attorney lesbian. Damn it, I get so tired of that. They're excited about that. Let's go to number 4. Hashtag lead from the outside. I explore how to be intentional. I explore how to be intentional about plans, but flexible enough to adapt. 20 years ago, I never thought I'd be ready to run for president of the United States. But before 2028, it should have said 20 years ago, I never thought I could run for governor, lose, and then think, oh, that means I should be president. But life comes at you fast, as I shared in a Q&A, which I forget her name. All right. Now 2020 is definitely on the table. Look at Minka number 5. Abrams' White House bid is definitely on the table. And number 2, here she is with this lady on the PBS NewsHour in Texas out there somewhere or something. There's Stacey. And number 1, Stacey Abrams discusses potential presidential run. Now I'm going to tell you, Beto O'Rourke, Joe Biden, Bernie, okay? Right now, Buttigieg, Carmela. There's no room for straight white women. No room for straight white women. Okay? I really think I really think that if, what's his name up there in New Jersey, Cory Booker wants to get in that top 5 tier, black gay guy, Cory's got to come out and just go with it. I think as a candidate, if he would just come out and say, hey, I'm queer and I'm here and I'm Cory Booker and I'm running for president of the United States, I think he can get in that top tier. Lesbian, boom. Buttigieg from Fort Wayne, Indiana, mayor, gay, boom. Beto O'Rourke, boom. Bernie Sanders, socialist, boom. White Klobuchar and Gillibrand. And that's why Kamala Harris, she's concerned that people will find out she's not black. And she's concerned that people are going to find out she did not smoke a joint with Snoop Dogg. And now she wants to, prostitution. She is launching just some rockets, just enough to try to keep her name in there. I'm your host, BKP. One last thing before we go on the Democrats. They have hope, so they find the most socialist city in the United States, and they're going to, where do we have that? Number 20, Democrats pick Milwaukee for 2020 convention as they look to bounce back in Wisconsin. And don't think Priebus and Paul Ryan won't help them, but Dems want to bounce back in Wisconsin, and that's their game plan up there in old Milwaukee, and the Democrats, drinking that beer. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back. We got a lot to talk about for the next 20 minutes when I return.